there, how are you doing today? Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I teach vintage and antique lovers how to create successful antique businesses that they love. One of the ways I do that is through these videos. I recently went on a little vacation with my sweet husband. We went to the Finger Lakes area of New York and then on to Pittsburgh to visit his family. And one day while we were there, we took a trip to central Pennsylvania and hit an amazing antique store. And I bought so many wonderful things at the most crazy low prices. So I'm gonna try to get through all of them in this video. If I don't, there might be a part 2. So I had thought that I would try to do an unboxing where I would unwrap each item and show you what it was, but I decided that the noise of the wrapping paper would probably be annoying and it would take a lot of time. So what I did was I unwrapped everything but put it back in their original boxes, and I'm going to start showing you. It's random. It's all kinds of farmhouse and all different eras. So let's get started. I have one bigger piece here that did not go back into the box, and that is this really sweet picture from a toiletry set. This would have been in someone's bedroom with a large basin and filled with water, and in the morning you'd pour it into the basin and you'd wash your face and brush your teeth and all of that. As you can see, it was $6. These are not selling like hotcakes or anything, but for $6. And oh my gosh, those beautiful roses. And it is marked on the bottom. It's marked Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire. So it's an English picture with this beautiful transfer wear rose pattern, and I will price it at about $35 in my antique booth, and I think it will sell. Okay, so here we go. These items are in this aqua tin can. It has a lid, and I thought it was really charming, and it was $5. So after I empty it out, I will bring it up to my shop and I will put about $30 to $32 on that. Okay, I picked up 2 cameras, not really knowing their value, but they were $1 each. This was a Nikon, so for $1 I decided I would risk it and do some research on it when I got home. And it came in this really cute little case with a little carbide. You could hook that on your backpack, right? And then the second camera is a Sony CyberShot. It's a digital camera like the Nikon was. It's not in great shape. It's in this sort of permanent open telescopic position, needs battery and checking and cleaning, that sort of thing. I did research them, even in good shape. They are not necessarily selling for a huge amount. They had cords with them and memory cards, and neither of them have either. So my thought is that I am going to list them together on eBay for $20 to $30. Are these the cutest little leather antique shoes? Just like the historicity of them made me smile, and I could sell them as is probably for 15 to 20. I'm considering making possibly a Christmas decoration with them. I have an article on my website where this year I made Christmas decorations with white leather shoes. They were baby's first Christmas, and I could see doing something like that. And I picked up 2 spongeware plates. These are newer. They have a plastic label on the back that says Spackleware, made in China. Not sure if you can see that, but that's it right there. But they're so well made, nice and heavy, and they would be great to decorate with or to use. So $2 each. I will price them at about $12 each. And I picked up a brown transferware plate. This is also English, like the picture. It cost just 50 cents, so I could not pass it up. It has an incised mark on the back that is very hard to read, but it has a crown in the center, and over it, I think it says Copeland is what I think, which is a famous dishware maker in England. If it's Copeland, which can go for really good prices, I might try to sell it on eBay. It could be worth anywhere from $12 to $25. Here we go with some Coats and Clark's thread, heavy thread used for tatting. It was $1. I have an article on my website about thread, and so I wanted to photograph this and add it to that article. It should sell for about $3 or $4. And then along the same lines, here's a box from the American Thread Company. Really nice graphics, but also will be super useful for that article. Their thread always has a star on one side and is really super for decorating. So I did pay an exorbitant $2 just for a box. But like I said, it's for the article, and if it was in perfect shape, it's got a little tear there, it would be worth about $3 or $4. And here's a piece I picked up for my sweet husband. I mentioned we're from Pittsburgh. This is Santa wearing a black outfit with a Penguins hockey team emblem right up there. So that was $3 for that, and well worth it, I would say. Here is a McCoy planter, not in perfect condition, some browning there, and it's not marked on the bottom, but these are classic McCoy planters that typically sell for about $12 in this shape, in this size, I mean. This is a little rarer than some of the other designs. I have an article on my website about cleaning ironstone using peroxide and the sun, and on browning on ironstone. So I'm going to try that on this McCoy pot and see how it does. So the last item from my tin can is metal globe. Regular globes that are made out of cardboard do not sell well. For quite a long time, people decorated with them a lot, but they bought them at thrift stores for really cheap prices. This is by the Ohio Art Company, which makes pails, children's sand pails, and other decorated tin items like this. And I did pay $6 for it. I think it will be worth about $30 for that. And now I'm going to grab another box and get started on that. This cute little votive, kind of a jadeite green with a pretty little pattern, cost just 50 cents, and it should sell for about $5 to $6. Here's a Scotty candy container. There would have been candy inside and then cardboard on the bottom. And he was $2. He should sell for about $12. People love Scotties, and people collect candy containers also. Here's a cute little Santa ornament. Not particularly old, but he was just $1, and he should sell for about $5 or $6 next Christmas from my antique booth. A little wooden trinket box. Cost just $1. Should sell from my antique booth for about $8. Now, if you have been following along on my website, then you know that I recently wrote a post about cheese Crocs. And one of the better known ones is this Kakana Club out of Wisconsin, which is where the cheese pack cheese originated and is still made. And this cost just $2.50, and it does have the lid. The lid isn't perfect. The little right here on the top it's got some little like flea bites, some little flea bite chips. But it does have the bail and everything is in working order. Really, the largest one that I've had in a long time, it should sell for about $18. One of my favorite finds. I love restaurant wear. I love ironstone, but restaurant wear is slightly glossier, smoother to me, and I just love it. This was made for Mount Joie. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. St. Denis. So maybe for something in Canada is what I'm thinking. It's not marked on the bottom. I would call this possibly a transition piece from ironstone to restaurant wear, because most restaurant wear is marked. It's in absolutely perfect condition and it costs $2.50. And I think it's worth about 30 to 32, but I might be keeping it because I really do like it a lot. So it looks like I'm going to have to do part 2 from this excursion into central Pennsylvania, but I will share the last piece that I bought at that antique shop, and that is this Ovenware USA mark number 10. So the bowls, this is probably from a set, and this is not, well, this is from a set number 10. And I think it was made by McCoy. I'm going to have to double check that for you. Here's the mark, Ovenware number 10. And it's a later piece with this blue and pinkish stripe on it. Definitely made in a mold, but still very saleable. I paid $8.50 for it, and it should sell for about $30 to $35, possibly a little bit more even. I do have an article on my website all about yellowware, along with the cheese crocks, which I already mentioned. I have an article about transferware also, and I will link to them below so you can find them if you're interested. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for joining me, and as always, happy hunting.